Mahesh and Mogastri were first-time homebuyers with 2 young children. They needed a nice family home with lots of space for the kids to run around and to be in close proximity to schools, shops, medical services, parks and community areas. Alon and the team at New Property Specialists helped them find their dream home for a price that they could afford in an area that they loved. The team at New Property Specialists helped Mahesh and Mogastri get their first homeowners grant and the first home buyer's stamp duty concession. New Property Specialists also found a great mortgage broker and solicitor and provided ongoing support throughout the process. Contact New Property Specialists today to find your perfect brand new home, and we will do all the hard work for you. Andrew, Irene and their children needed to upgrade from their 40-year-old cramped, tired home. They wanted a brand new home and to continue living in the same suburb that they were in and which they loved so much. Alon and the New Property Specialist team helps them to see the benefit of knocking down their existing home and building a brand new home on the same block of land. New Property Specialists recommended a reputable builder, arranged for a solicitor and oversaw the entire build process until the new home was ready to live in. The rebuilt property added hundreds of thousands of dollars of value to their wealth because the new home was worth much more than just the cost of actually building the property, and no address change was required. Contact New Property Specialists today to rebuild your old home into a sparkling brand new home. Peter and Lara were getting on in years and needed to downsize from their old large home to a smaller property that was easier to maintain. The children had long ago moved out and the house was now empty. They were also running out of money and needed to sell the house to release some of the equity in the home to live on. Alon found them a brand new apartment that met all their needs, that cost less than half what they could sell their home for. New Property Specialists arranged for everything, even a financial planner to help them invest the balance of the funds left over from the sale of their home after purchasing their new apartment. They love their new community and are making full use of the golf course close by. And now they can afford to travel all over Australia, which they couldn't do before. Contact New Property Specialists today so that we can help you right-size your home and get you the life you want. Jono is a Sydney-sider and had $60,000 to buy an investment property, but was struggling to find a property in Sydney with such a small deposit. The team at New Property Specialists showed Jono how he could buy a brand new apartment in Brisbane for a fraction of what the same property would cost in Sydney. The New Property Specialists team arranged a mortgage broker, a solicitor and a property manager for Jono. He didn't have to do a thing. New Property Specialists also arranged a quantity surveyor to prepare a building allowance and depreciation schedule so that Jono could claim the entire cost of building the property as a tax deduction. The rental income and the tax benefits that Jono receives go a long way towards paying the mortgage on the property, and Jono only has to chip in a small amount of his own funds. But all the capital growth on the property is his. Once the value increases, Jono will borrow against the equity in his property to buy another property and will do it all over again. Contact New Property Specialists today and we will do the same for you. Michael is a South African businessman who sees investing in Australia as a sensible move to secure his family's financial security. Alon and the team at New Property Specialists helped Michael buy a 3-bedroom townhouse in Brisbane for under $500,000. Alon and his team managed the entire process, arranging mortgage finance, legal advice, accounting advice, building inspection, property management, and a quantity surveyor whose building allowance and depreciation schedule enabled Michael to write off the entire cost of building the property and avoid having to pay any tax on his rental income. With New Property Specialists' one-stop shop service, Michael didn't have to set foot in Australia. Contact New Property Specialists today so that we can help you to preserve and grow your hard-earned money in a safe environment.